It has been a whole 2 months since we've been here in South Korea, and I figured that it's about time that I give you an update in the form of a video and not via like a newsletter, which, if you're not a part of, you should join. I'll put the link in the description box below, or an Instagram post, which again, if you aren't a part of or following, you should join. I'll put that information in the description box below as well. So here is a video for all my visual people, just giving you an update on how we are getting adjusted to everything and our new norms. So I'll start with the food because, at least for me, that's the first thing I always want to know about when it comes to a new place. When it comes to the food, my husband and I, it's really no problem because we used to live here for about 5 years. So it's nothing for us to come right back into and enjoying the foods that we used to enjoy. The kids is another story. To be honest, we had a year of just, we were eating poorly, lots of processed foods. So now that we are back, like just in our own space and constantly surrounded by healthy foods, lots of like fresh produce, that's a lot of what we're eating now. And the kids do find it difficult to enjoy what's on the menu these days. But we have shown progress. Mari Ellie, my daughter, she enjoys kimbap now, which is good because at first she did not like kim, which is like the dried seaweed snacks. For me, it's like potato chips, so I love it. So that's something that I'm trying to get them to enjoy. Oddly enough, even though my daughter enjoys kimbap, she does not like kim. So that's something I'm working on. But they love the Asian pears here. They're just so big and juicy. They love eating those. We go through so many of those a day. They love the apples. They love the fried chicken and just all of the foods that we've been introducing to them has been, it's just been interesting trying to see them work around these new flavors and get used to these new tastes. Oh, and I do not want to forget that the kids have been using chopsticks. I've been working a lot on fine motor skills with my youngest. He is 3, and I find that the chopsticks do provide a good challenge. And it's been really interesting watching the both of them, how they've come along with them. So, the beginning, of course, it was lots of struggling, and we did buy like the kid chopsticks so that they have better grip on certain things, and now they're really good. When it comes to just overall adjusting as a family, I would say that it has been really fun and exciting. One of the things for me that I enjoy when it comes to South Korea is just being outside all the time. I'm an outside person. I love being outside, and my children do too. That's something we always did in the States. So here, the outside culture is like, it's 10 out of 10. Like, there's always a festival or something going on. There's always parks. Whenever we're outside, we're just walking around, we always run into a park that the kids play in. There's always like corner stores, CUs, GS25, just somewhere for us to go grab a quick snack or just play, let the kids run around. And just the other night, in fact, we went outside. It was pretty late, probably like 8 or 9, and there were other families outside too, walking with their kids in the baby carrier or pushing them in a stroller. Some of them were on bikes, and they were all around my kids' age, which are 3 and 5. So it definitely feels good knowing that, like, we're, number one, we aren't the only ones outside. Number two, there seems to be a promoted like outside culture here that exists, and it just makes me feel comfortable. Other small adjustments, which is actually pretty cool to watch, is we don't have a dryer here, which is not uncommon. And so when I wash the clothes, I hang it up on the clothesline that we have. And the kids get a kick out of helping me hang the clothes. And it's actually nice to include them in one of the household chores. And then also when we go into the bathroom, because there isn't a tub, and when you shower, everything gets wet because there's no divider in the bathroom, we have bathroom slippers. And in the beginning, the kids really didn't understand that you need shoes to go into the bathroom because the floor may be wet from somebody taking a shower prior. But now it's like as soon as they go into the bathroom, the first thing they look for is their shoes. So it's nice to see like they're getting used to having to wear shoes in the bathroom. When it comes to no shoes in the house, that's something that my husband and I took back to the States with us. So when we had our children, that was something they were raised to do. As soon as they walk into the house, they always take their shoes off. So coming here, that was like, it was natural for them. So something else that's worth pointing out that I can look back on when it comes to our life here compared to our life in the States, and that's that we have so much more quality time now as a family in South Korea than we did in America. In America, I was a stay at home mom, just like I am now. But my husband, he had to work two jobs just to support us. And often that was 7 days, 6 days a week. That meant we really didn't have enough time to spend with each other. We couldn't really do much because a lot of his time home was just him getting sleep for him to prepare for the next shift. But here, he gets to read his kids' stories and be alert for them and not be tired. He gets to see them in the morning before he leaves for work, and he might read them a story or eat breakfast with them. We come home, we can chill, we can watch a movie together, we eat together every night, which is something that we tried to do in the States, but it was hard to maintain because of his schedule. But now that we're here, we're able to do things like that. We're also able to treat ourselves more. We go out to eat. That's nothing to brag on. Like, we go out to eat now compared to not being able to go in the States. But what I mean is being able to treat yourself every once in a while is nice. So it was nice going to Korean barbecue with the kids. It's nice ordering kimbap for dinner because we can, or going to a kid cafe so that they can try it, or just going out for coffee. It's nice being able to do these things compared to the States where we really didn't have a lot of money left over to do anything like that. Now, there is one thing that I'm actually a little nervous to admit, and I kind of feel like a bad mom. But so, we don't have a car here. And although a lot of things are accessible by foot, although a lot of things are accessible by foot, there are some things that we have to take a taxi to, which is no problem, right? So once a month we go to Costco, and we might go to Emart or Home Plus, and we'll buy some bulk things, and that'll last us the month. But we take a taxi there, and when we ride there, we don't have car seats. So the kids, they're not in car seats. They're just in, I strap them in a seatbelt, and we're just in the back seat, and I hold them down, and I just pray for the best. Eventually down the line, I do want to see if there are things that we can order to kind of help us work around this, but so far that's not something I've come to yet. And when we're in these taxis, they don't say anything to us, so I feel like it might be the norm here anyway. I don't know, but it is something that I do want to work on because in the States they were in car seats, of course. And I'm one of those moms where, they were rear facing for as long as they could be before I turned them around. I was not in a rush to turn them around front facing. So for them not to be in car seats now, for somebody like me, it feels not good. But that is something that I plan to look into soon, and just figuring out how we can even maneuver that, because like Think about it, we're gonna have 2 car seats and then all our grocery bags, and like it's just a lot. So I don't know, I have to work that out, but that's where we are with that at this moment. What's next for the channel? Well, as you saw, my daughter, she goes to school with my husband. She goes once a week. I homeschool the other day. So there would be like, lots of homeschool stuff, how I'm doing things here, what I'm using. I did have another video where I posted up how I made my homeschool book and just the resources I used to put that together. And just a lot of like adventures here, things that we're doing, seeing, eating, and all of those kind of things. So that's all for now. I really just wanted to check in. It's funny because now I feel like I have nothing to say, but I do post on Instagram and I do share a lot about a lot of the things that the kids and I are eating. And I do have a newsletter and I share like stories there too that might not make it to YouTube because I just feel like, I don't know, it's not a video, it's not worthy of a video, but it is worthy of like, a quick little email, a few paragraph email. I don't know, maybe I'll make those into YouTube videos too. But for now, that's all I have. Thank you for watching. Bye.